Good afternoon, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. Unfortunately, I do not have another haul. I realized after I already put everything away, I was like, oh yeah, I told you guys I was going to do a haul today. But I do have something kind of fun and interesting. It's actually 1 o'clock right now. We got back from the grocery stores. We went to Valley Produce, spent 30 or $35 maybe, or something like that, over there, and then 70 bucks, I think just under 70 bucks at Aldi. So it's about $100 between those two stores today, and it was about 75 or so like yesterday. So we're under 200 bucks, which I actually thought was really good because I felt like we stocked up in a lot of stuff. Like I said, kind of more snack food this week. We didn't do a whole ton of freezer dinner things and stuff like that, but we also did get some convenient, like, you know, meals and stuff like that, like the pizzas, chicken Kiev and stuff like that, that didn't involve having to actually cook anything. And I also got a thing of the ground turkey as well, that I can use in the future to make freezer dinners when I have the ingredients to make that stuff, but I can leave that in the freezer till then. But because today is Saturday and it's sort of one of our you know, our project days, try and get stuff done, one of the things that we did, actually I'll show you guys, was we ended up actually getting a new bird feeder for the front, because you guys know I'm just bird feeder crazy, and the amount of like bird feeders and stuff like that we have is kind of ridiculous. But I wanted to try and attract some of our bird friends from the backyard into the front yard. We ended up getting this little, oh look it, there's two out there that have, I think, realized, oh there's some little ones, some little sparrows on that feeder. We got that one, that big 3 hanging thing, which I think hangs a little too low, and this grackle's gonna scare them all away right now. But we also had, for some reason, that like ultimate bird feeder thing that we got came with 2 thistle feeders, and our birds aren't total huge fans of the thistle feeder, so I ended up putting one in the front and one in the back, and then we got a new double shepherd's hook, and then that one that's right there, we got that one today. And that one, like I said, was the thistle feeder from the backyard. So we have 1 extra hook in the backyard right now, but that has got, which I don't have filled up, because these birds have been going kind of crazy over it, the suet, and then also to that little feeder as well. But I am hoping that the smaller one will actually maybe keep the grackles away, just because they're kind of like bird bullies at the feeders and stuff like that, and they're also super messy. So I don't mind if they ground feed, but they are, I'm trying to come up with ways to maybe try and keep them away a little bit more, and I'm thinking that that feeder will actually work really well, because it's one of those tube sort of feeders. So I'm hoping that, again, it will attract more of the smaller birds and maybe keep some of those grackles away, or at least keep them ground feeding and not trying to eat out of that feeder. So as you guys already saw, it looked like there were some sparrows on there, but like I said, it hangs super low. Like, I'm a little intimidated by that, but I don't think any squirrels can jump up onto it, and will most likely grease the pole so that they can't get up there either. So anyways, yeah, that was one of the things. Like I said, we've been trying to kind of figure out new ways of attracting some more unique birds, like I said, like, you know, songbirds and stuff like that, and not so much the big blackbirds, because cowbirds, blackbirds, and I guess that's sort of it. They've been kind of intimidating some of the other birds, I think. But the other reason too is it's been so hot out lately. Like my mom was saying, we do tend to see a different variety of birds early in the morning, like the cardinals, which we do see sometimes throughout the day, but you know, some of the other different types of finches. My mom saw the woodpeckers a while ago, but more in the morning. I think it's because it's so hot out and it's been like 90+ degrees. Again, the heat index yesterday was supposed to be like 105 or something like that. So we think that it's mainly because of, you know, the grackles are really the only ones that are dumb enough to come out when it's that hot out. The other birds are trying to normally come in the morning, or also in the late afternoon once it's kind of cooled down. So I think that might be also a contributor as to why they haven't been coming as much. But I wanted to show you guys the project that we're getting to today. This cabinet, which is the new one that we put in, it works really well. We love it. We have most of our bigger appliances. The crock pot, I took all this stuff out for right now. The lids for our pots and pans, because we have those hanging in the laundry room on a what's it called, like a oven rack shelf thing, sort of. The Dutch oven, we've got the bread maker, which is the tallest thing in there, and then also another slow cooker. So it seems like this cabinet should definitely be fitting more stuff than it actually does. So what we're going to do today, which my dad has got the piece of wood that's sitting right here, we're going to put in a shelf, because one, which is one of our old cabinets, as you guys can see, we have sticky things that are gonna go on here to hang all this up. But you guys can see this is totally an overflowing cabinet, but it fits everything really well. It also has, though, in here this shelf. So it can use a little bit more vertical space to stacking some of the stuff. So the idea is to get more stuff to fit in that cabinet, because this feels like way more stuff fits in here than in the other one, and the other one's bigger. So that's why we're gonna put in a shelf today in that cabinet and get some more, again, vertical space, because there's so much lost space, you know, up in the top part. And because we don't have anything that's really stacking, that way we can put stuff on there so that we can get it to stack on a shelf. And we can put more stuff underneath it, you know. So that would be kind of the idea. The bread machine is, I think, 12.5 or so inches tall. So we're gonna go 14 inches. So it would be like, you know, somewhere around there, taller than this one, but we'll still be able to, again, use some of that space. So either keeping the lids, or else too, we ended up moving around. We have the bread up here now because it was starting to get kind of moldy, I think, because it was in the cabinet in this one. So we're just gonna use this as an extra snack shelf thing down here. Even though I really liked how that bread looked in there, we used to have the Tupperware up there, but again, that wasn't long-term solution. We would like to have it probably in that cabinet as well. So that's what we're doing. We're putting in a new cabinet. That's one of the projects. We're gonna do that, and then also probably try and get the new the shelf, or the drawer that we have to build, because the old one was so busted up because it was the only drawer in our kitchen before we got this new stuff put in, and because of that, it was the only drawer. It had tons and tons of wear on it. We needed to actually build a whole new shelf, or drawer. So that's what we might do all today as well, if we can get that done. And then also, like I said, put that in. So I'll show you guys that again, sort of as our projects go on. I thought I'd share with you guys, since normally I tell you guys about, oh, we got this done and we got that done, but I want to show you guys kind of a before, since again, I really forget to do this stuff ahead of time and show you guys like, oh, we did that, and believe me, it wasn't there before. You know, that whole kind of thing. So now you guys actually get to see the before, and then I'll show you guys the after once we get that put in. Hopefully making sure that that shelf also too can hold some weight, that we can put some of these appliances on there as well. So anyways, I will, like I said, share with you guys when we get our projects kind of wrapped up for today. Just about 1 hour later, it is just about 2:30 or so. I think I actually really started on it at about 1:15. So about an hour and 15 minutes later, and the shelf is put in, cabinet is organized, that other cabinet is organized, and I'll also show you guys, I got like the command hooks hung up as well. So we have all of the our pot holders and oven mitts and stuff like that all put up as well. So down in here, we got, like I said, our shelf put in. We also put contact paper on it as well, but we ended up just putting these little like L brackets in there to support the shelf. So I have some extra storage space up here as well. It's not quite as tall as the other one, but I was able to put the Dutch oven up here. I also put all the lids were able to stack up there as well, and then again have enough clearance space for the bread maker. I was able to store all of the Tupperware in here, and then both crock pots as well. So that's awesome. And again, like I said, I have a little extra storage space in there. And then this is inside the snack cabinet pantry door, which I showed you guys too. We had to do touch up on this anyway. This came off literally when we hung the door up. So I got these put in though as well. I probably just like, I was actually using this one as reference. If we have these hanging up here, then it's a little bit longer distance, but regardless, I got 6 of these hung up on this door in here. Where we've had these in the past, we've had them normally on this one. So we've got 4 up at the top, and then there's 2 down at the bottom as well, for the like little like hot pads sort of. And those 2, they don't have the little things, they broke off of them, so I can't hang those up. We will probably wind up replacing them. Most of the stuff needs to kind of be replaced anyway. I really like this one. This is like a silicone one we got from Walmart. It's maybe like $10 or $7 or something like that. It was a little bit more money, but I love it because with the other pot not pot holders, the other oven mitts, I always also use pot holders as well, because it's too hot. I can like, sometimes I can feel like, you know, it, not that I've ever burned myself through it, but it gets close enough to that, like, you know, I'm like, okay, quick, get this out of my hands. Like, I don't want to be holding it for very long, just because they're so like the cheaper ones especially, you know, that stuff wears away so quickly. So again, I really love that silicone one, but we only have one of them. We didn't wind up ever getting another one. So if we had two of those, we could probably get rid of like two of our actual, like, you know, ones. And some of them too we've had for quite some time, and we could probably get rid of the pot holders as well, that we don't need anymore. So plus in this cabinet, I also ended up sort of reorganizing just a little bit so that some of the stuff fit in here a little bit better. And again, I was able to take a couple of things and put them in the other, well, actually no, I don't think I moved any of this stuff into the other cabinet, but I actually got this so that this bowl, for some reason, there was a thing that was behind it. I moved that because it was Tupperware up to the Tupperware cabinet, and then I can actually slide that back in there a little bit further, so this door isn't like almost partially open. It is completely closed. So this actually organized a little bit better and looks a little nicer than it did a little bit ago. But again, we have like mixing bowls, and then this is all like baking, so like all of our baking dishes and stuff like that are also all in there. And then again, in the new cabinet, we ended up putting in there like mainly like sort of small appliances, and then we do have a couple of small appliances as well, like the toaster, food processor, and the steamer, and I think Jack's hot dog maker in the little garage over there as well. So again, we're able to use some, again, utilizing that vertical space, put the lids up there and all that kind of stuff. So that works out really well. And again, we do have a little bit of extra space too if there's something else that needs to be stored in that bottom cabinet too. So like I said, it's really cool. We can use that a lot better, and stuff is not stacked all on top of each other and stuff like that. Is a little bit more easy to move stuff and maneuver things out to, because when you have a cabinet that's completely filled, it's hard to be able to get things out to then get to behind the stuff that you actually need to get to sometimes. So I feel like it's a little bit better this way as well. So I think my dad is maybe working on the drawer. I'm gonna go see if I can help with that. It looked like it was gonna rain. Now it looks like it's getting sunny again. I don't know. So yeah, like I said, if we finish that up today, maybe I will show you guys as well. But I thought I'd show you guys again a little bit before and after our projects. It is sometime later. I took a shower earlier, actually, after, well, part of our cabinet, or our drawer installation, sort of. I can show you guys sort of what we got finished so far, but it's going to be another project that we're going to have to pretty much finish tomorrow. But like I said, I took a shower right after that, then we ended up eating, we watched a movie, and I am so exhausted. I need to go to bed. So this is what we currently have in. It's actually on both sides though, but we've got just the drawer, like the side pieces. So we actually have to build the rest of the drawer right now, and Jack's coming through with a box of stuff that's got to go to up to the attic. That's from 4th of July. But we still have to build the rest of the actual drawer, the box part of the drawer. We have to build that and also put the bottom in. We were trying one way, it wasn't working out too well. So we found a way that actually seems like it's going to be a lot simpler, and I will most likely share with you guys that tomorrow. But a good portion of the day too is trying to get those brackets in correctly, like the sliders, and then also to mounting and making sure all of the pieces, sizing, stuff like that was right for the one pieces to that drawer. So once that is all put together, it will be so awesome. Again, we came up with what seems like a way smarter, way easier idea for making this drawer, just because we don't necessarily have all the tools that we need to make it. So we're gonna finish that tomorrow. We have to run to Menards and get a couple little pieces of stuff, but the only thing that does kind of stink was that I wasn't able to get any work done today on my paper I'm supposed to have done by Monday. I'm about like halfway or so through it, so hopefully I can finish the last of it tomorrow. But yeah, it stinks I couldn't get to any today. It was just like, by the time we were done, kind of like, normally we do like a family night either like Friday or Saturday nights, and so we wound up doing that, and that's why I just didn't really, again, and I was super tired, so hot out. The humidity was horrible. So when like I said, I came in and took an early shower, it was just like, I am exhausted. I need to get to bed. So yeah, like I said, and it's kind of late now. It's already 11:30. So I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.